Hello, everyone. My name is Mackenzie Melvin, and this is my reading strategy presentation for course and section Education 221 Content Area Reading and Differentiated Teaching and Learning for the semester of spring 2026. Close reading is a strategy to help students understand the context of a text. Rather than reading a text once, students reread and annotate, allowing them to break down the text and find important details. 3 outcomes a listener will gain after listening to the presentation. So the first one is an innovative strategy. The listeners will learn about a new strategy that they can implement into their classroom. Second is comprehension. The listeners will be provided with an example of how to demonstrate the strategy. And lastly are the benefits. The listener will learn about the benefits of implementing the strategy. Major components of the strategy. According to Fisher and Frey, the purpose of close reading is to engage students in complex text that poses challenges to them by zooming in on the literal, structural, and inferential meanings of the text. The teacher plays a role in choosing the context. They ensure that the text is appropriate as well as complex. Teachers use scaffolding to guide students, helping them to gather information and evidence for their claims. The student's role is to be active in listening and engaging with the text. Their job is to annotate specific terms, unknown points, and the structure of the overall text. In doing so, they collect information for discussions in future work. Demonstration of the strategy by using Sonnet 18 by Shakespeare. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that thou fair owest. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in a shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. So when using this strategy, for example, in the poem, the first thing is to read the poem as a class. You can have a discussion on what and who the poem is about and who is speaking. Secondly is to have the students go ahead and reread this poem by themselves and annotate. So in this poem, they may find the use of figurative language, such as shall I compare thee to a summer's day, which is a simile, or rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, which is imagery. Also, you want to go ahead and discuss the structure and rhyme, like the use of iambic pentameter and the rhyme scheme. Overall, address the tone and theme, which is love. In doing so, you can have them write their own short poem about love, which allows them to demonstrate what they learned in the class. Conclusion. Overall, from implementing this strategy, students learn how to analyze and break down text to gain a better understanding. Regardless of a specific subject, this strategy can be used across the curriculum to keep students engaged and active in classwork, while also interacting with their classmates to learn a different point of view. And the references I used was our book from the class by Fisher and Frey, as well as Sonnet 18 by Shakespeare. Thank you so much for listening.